let's get right into it. Number 10. Orange juice. That fresh, healthy glass of orange juice you had this morning might be older than your favorite pair of socks. Back in the day, orange juice was simple. You grabbed an orange, squeezed it, and drank it. But corporations couldn't make much money doing that because fresh oranges don't last very long. So they started storing orange juice in massive vats for up to a year. To keep the juice from spoiling, they suck all the oxygen out of it. But taking out the oxygen also removes all the flavor. So what you're actually drinking is basically orange-colored sugar water that's been stripped of its soul. The companies then add something called flavor packs to make it taste like oranges again. These flavor packs are engineered by the same people who make perfumes. They're literally making your juice taste like oranges using chemicals. It's like putting on a Halloween mask of yourself. It looks like you, but something's definitely off. And those flavor packs don't have to be listed on the ingredient label because technically they're derived from oranges. That's like saying your plastic lawn flamingo is derived from a real bird. Studies show that fresh squeezed orange juice has up to 5 times more vitamin C than the processed stuff. So next time you see 100% pure orange juice on the label, remember it's about as pure as your friend's Instagram photos. Number 9. Yogurt. Real yogurt is just milk fermented with specific bacteria. These bacteria are like tiny personal trainers for your gut, keeping everything running smoothly. But corporations turned it from a gut-healing superfood into basically ice cream in disguise. Traditional yogurt has about 4 grams of natural sugar per serving, but grab any flavored yogurt from your supermarket today, and you're looking at around 20 to 30 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than a Snickers bar. These companies slap words like probiotic and natural all over the packaging. It's like putting a salad on top of a pizza and calling it health food. Remember those commercials where a woman eats yogurt and suddenly starts dancing around her kitchen? That's not the probiotics making her happy, it's the sugar high. Yogurt marketed to kids has more sugar per ounce than soda. All those beneficial bacteria yogurt is famous for can't even do their job properly with all that sugar in there. It's like hiring a personal trainer, but making them work in a donut shop. Real yogurt should have 2 ingredients, milk and bacterial cultures. Anything else is just corporate candy in a health food costume. Number 8. Salad dressing. You order a salad, feeling pretty good about your life choices, but plot twist. That salad might have more calories than a burger. Modern salad dressings are basically dessert sauce pretending to be healthy. The original ranch dressing was made with buttermilk, herbs, and a few simple ingredients. But today's store-bought ranch? It's got more ingredients than your ex has red flags. The first ingredient is soybean oil because apparently we're all secretly trying to deep fry our lettuce. Then there's high fructose corn syrup because your vegetables clearly need a sugar rush. And my personal favorite is titanium dioxide for color. Yeah, the same stuff they use in paint and sunscreen. Because apparently, your salad needs SPF protection. Some of these dressings have more sugar per tablespoon than a chocolate chip cookie. Nobody uses just 1 tablespoon. That's like saying you only watch 1 episode of a Netflix show. Light dressings remove the fat, which your body actually needs to absorb nutrients from vegetables. Then they replace it with more sugar and chemicals to make it taste good. It's like replacing your car's engine with a hamster wheel and calling it eco-friendly. Number 7. Whole wheat bread. You know how some people wear a muscle suit to look buff at the beach? That's exactly what corporations are doing with their whole wheat bread. Back in the day, whole wheat bread was actually whole wheat. It was made from grinding up the entire wheat kernel, the bran, germ, and all the good stuff. Your great-grandma would recognize every ingredient in it. But modern corporations looked at this simple, healthy bread and found a way to make it cheaper while still charging premium prices. They take regular white flour, sprinkle in just enough whole wheat to legally call it whole wheat, then dye it brown. They're basically putting bread in brownface. That's why when you check the ingredients list, enriched wheat flour, which is just fancy talk for white flour, is often the first ingredient. The whole wheat part is usually hanging out somewhere near the bottom of the list, right next to the caramel color they use to make it look more wholesome. It's like ordering a salad but getting a bowl of ranch dressing with 3 pieces of lettuce floating in it. They slap pictures of wheat fields and farmers on the packaging. They use words like natural and hearty and farm fresh. Meanwhile, this bread has about as much connection to a farm as I do to the British royal family. To know if your bread is actually whole wheat, check the ingredients list. If the first ingredient isn't whole wheat flour, you're eating white bread in disguise. Number 6. Granola. It was real food, made for hikers and health nuts who needed energy for the trail. Today's granola is just breakfast-themed cookies. Take Nature Valley's oats and honey granola. One serving has more sugar than a Krispy Kreme donut. But at least the donut is honest about what it is. Companies started adding dried fruit to make it seem healthier, but that dried fruit is usually candied in sugar syrup before being added, so you're basically eating fruit-shaped candy with your breakfast. The serving sizes on these boxes are a joke. They'll tell you it's only 120 calories per serving, but a quarter cup of granola is just 4 spoonfuls. Most people pour a bowl full, which means they're actually eating 4 servings. That's almost 500 calories of sugar-coated oats before they even leave for work. Number 5. Processed cheese. Corporations turned real cheese into plastic. Real cheese was packed with protein, healthy fats, and probiotics from natural fermentation. Then, the food giants saw a profit. They looked at this perfectly good food and thought, how can we make this cheaper and last forever? In 1916, James Kraft patented processed cheese. This wasn't just regular cheese. This was cheese food product. That's like calling a cardboard box a tree-based housing solution. To make processed cheese, they take real cheese and torture it. They heat it until it breaks down, then add chemicals called emulsifiers. These emulsifiers give processed cheese that weird, plastic-like texture. Those individually wrapped singles stay the same shape even when heated. Real cheese melts. Processed cheese just sweats. The unnaturally orange color isn't natural either. Real cheddar is pale yellow. Companies add artificial colors to make it look more cheesy. It's like putting makeup on a zombie to make it look alive. Some of these cheese products are legally required to have at least 51% actual cheese. Almost half of what you're eating isn't even cheese. It's like buying a car that's 49% cardboard. If the label says cheese product or cheese food, that's corporate code for we took something healthy and turned it into edible plastic. Number 4. Microwave popcorn. Popcorn used to be one of the healthiest snacks around. It's literally just corn that got scared by heat. A whole grain that's high in fiber, low in calories, and packed with nutrients. But then corporations got their hands on it. They added something called diacetyl for that fake butter flavor. That smell when you open a bag of microwave popcorn is not butter. That's a chemical that can give you popcorn lung. Workers in popcorn factories were getting sick from breathing this stuff in. Their diagnosis was literally popcorn lung, not from eating it, from smelling it. The bags themselves are coated with PFAS, chemicals that can cause cancer and mess with your thyroid. So even if the popcorn doesn't get you, the bag might. They add so much salt that each bag has about half your daily recommended intake. They're basically trying to turn you into human jerky from the inside out. You can still make healthy popcorn at home. Just get some kernels, put them in a paper bag, fold it over, and microwave it. Add a little real butter and salt, and you've got actual food. Number 3. Cereal. Imagine running a health spa in the 1800s where you're trying to cure people's self-abuse problems. That's exactly what Dr. John Kellogg was doing at his sanitarium in Battle Creek, Michigan. He believed that spicy or sweet foods made people too excited, so he created a bland breakfast food made from wheat that he hoped would keep people calm and pure. His brother Will saw this cardboard-tasting cereal and thought, what if we added some sugar to this? John was horrified. He thought adding sugar would turn his health food into sin in a bowl, but Will didn't care. He split from his brother and started the Kellogg's company we know today. Another patient at the sanitarium named C.W. Post had been watching all this drama unfold. He thought he could do that too, and started his own cereal company. Suddenly, Battle Creek, Michigan became the cereal capital of the world. At one point, there were over 40 cereal companies in this tiny town. These companies started adding more and more sugar to compete with each other. They went from selling health food to basically selling dessert for breakfast. By the 1970s, some cereals were up to 50% sugar by weight. That's not breakfast. That's candy in a bowl with milk. They started targeting kids directly with cartoon mascots and toy prizes. Tony the Tiger wasn't telling parents about nutrition. He was telling kids that Frosted Flakes were great. Number 2. Honey. For thousands of years, honey was perfect just the way the bees made it. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that was still good to eat. Ancient people used it as medicine because real honey has natural antibacterial properties. Then big corporations got involved. These days, what you're buying might not even be honey at all. A study found that a majority of honey sold in grocery stores has been ultra-filtered to remove all the pollen. Pollen is like honey's fingerprint. It tells you exactly where that honey came from. Remove it, and nobody can prove whether your honey came from local bees or a chemical factory in China. China got caught shipping honey loaded with illegal antibiotics and heavy metals. To avoid getting caught, they started laundering their honey through other countries. Yes, honey laundering is a real thing. It's like Breaking Bad, but with bees. Companies started cutting honey with cheap corn syrup and rice syrup to make more money. Some honey products contain zero actual honey. Put a spoonful of your store-bought honey in water. Real honey stays together and sinks to the bottom. Fake honey dissolves instantly, because that's basically sugar water. Number 1. Olive oil. Imagine spending $30 on a bottle of extra virgin olive oil, only to find out you've been drizzling your salad with cheap canola oil mixed with chlorophyll and yellow food coloring. In ancient times, olive oil was called liquid gold, and for good reason. Pure olive oil is packed with antioxidants, healthy fats, and vitamins that can fight inflammation and protect your heart. As demand for olive oil exploded worldwide, some corporations decided that actually growing olives and pressing them into oil was just too much work. Instead, they found it was way more profitable to fill bottles with cheaper oils, slap on an extra virgin label, and call it a day. Some companies have been caught using industrial-grade oils that aren't even meant for human consumption. In Morocco, this led to a mass poisoning when people consumed what they thought was olive oil, but was actually engine oil mixed with toxic chemicals. Some of the biggest olive oil scams have been linked to organized crime. Real extra virgin olive oil should have a peppery kick that makes you cough a little. If it goes down smooth like vegetable oil, you've just bought yourself some premium-grade canola oil with an Italian flag on it. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.